Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here back with more Let's Play Valkyria Chronicles. We are in Chapter 8, The Woodland Snare, and it is titled Surprise Attack. So I wonder what's going to be happening. It's not going to take a rocket scientist to figure out that we are going to have a problem.
Having been driven back, the Empire retreated from Varius, and Squad 7 began its return to the capital of Randgrease.
I'm worried, boss. The scouts were due back a long time ago. Haven't heard a thing.
Welkin, we should look. The enemy could be closer than we think.
Right.
Hold on! Where are you going? Don't be an idiot! Who's gonna drive the tank if you get hurt?
Largo! We've gotta move our butts now! 2 more minutes and we'll be dead!
Damn. No choice. We're outnumbered. Everybody take cover!
Come on, Isara! Now!
Right.
How are they outnumbered when they have a tank? I mean, just mortar. Mortar as they are running into, like, literally.
Where?
Welkin?
Oh, good. You're awake.
Where are we? Is everyone all right?
Looks like we got separated when that blast threw us down here.
Oh.
Alicia, there are probably still Imperials camped out up there. It's just a matter of time until they spot us here. We should move as soon as we can. Are you hurt anywhere? Do you think you can walk?
I think I'm fine. Ah! Scratch that. I think my ankle's sprained, actually. But I should be okay. It's not too bad to walk on.
Sorry, I know it hurts, but you've got to tough it out for now.
Of course.
Great. Now, let's try to sneak out of this mess before we're spotted.
And now we get to play Metal Gear Solid Valkyria Chronicles Edition. Chapter 8, Escape from the Forest Snare. This, and I say this loosely, fight is not a fight. This is a, let's sneak past sections and hope that we don't die while we get shot at by mortars.
Here's a map of the area. Looks like they've got us surrounded.
How do they know that they have them surrounded? How do they know where the military, your enemy positions are here? They had no idea that there was a giant tank in the desert. Like, I'm seriously questioning this. Alright, only be 2 units out there, positions are predetermined, so we don't get to pick where we start off with. It's just, hey, guess what? You're doing this. You must reach the destination to the north to escape the perimeter they've set up. Due to darkness, you'll be dealing with far more limited visibility than you're accustomed to. You'll see no sight lines from enemies more than a set distance away, unable to see them in action mode. You also don't have access to the wireless communication equipment in your tank, meaning no orders. I don't know why we have to have the tank for when it's just the 2 of us. So victory, Welkin and Alicia. So it's not like the first time where, in Brule, where only Welkin had to make it to the end. It's we both have to make it. So failure is if Alicia dies, Welkin dies, or 20 turns pass.
Alright, ready to start moving? Let's sneak out of their perimeter without being spotted.
Alright, so this is one of those missions that people just loathe.
Wow, it's really gotten dark. The lack of light means it's harder to see enemies in the distance, so watch out.
Ow!
Is your ankle gonna make it?
Sorry. I don't know how much I can run like this.
That's all right. You set the pace and I'll follow. Is that sound a mortar?
Have they spotted us?
No, their aim is too far off. They're probably trying to scare us out with it. If we're careful, we can predict where they'll fire and steer clear of the target area.
So, yeah. Not only do we have little to no offensive capabilities.
Moving out!
Because I guess it's just the fact that it's nighttime. Alicia's moving like crap. You know, a combination of things. But every time we get shot at, we have the defense down.
Enemy sighted!
So, yeah, defense down.
Hey, Welkin, what's that light?
Oh, that's a luciferant. It's bioluminescent, the same sort of thing as a firefly. Hey, wait. The luciferant feeds mostly on manure. There could be an animal trail here. With luck, it might let us sneak past without the enemy spotting us.
Alright, so we're going to be shot at. There are going to be those little fireflies that kind of tell you, hey, you can kind of go
Moving out!
an alternate path here instead of having to, you know, force your way through certain choke points. It's a thing. And then we've got Alicia, who obviously, because of her injury, her movement speed and her AP are ridiculously low.
Ready to go.
So, like, Welkin, who is in decent shape, moves much faster and has much more of an AP gauge. We do have these little flowers that will actually restore some of Alicia's AP.
Leaves. Great. This is Ponicera.
What's up, Welkin?
It's a wild herb that works well on bruises. Just have to grind the stem and leaves down. Alicia, let me put this on your ankle.
It kind of stings, but I think it hurts a little less now. Thank you, Welkin.
Okay, let's push on ahead. We might find more Ponicera growing nearby.
So, yeah, we get to do that, and that'll give her a little bit more AP. And then we've got, you know, we've got scouts. The scouts aren't so much of a problem. It's the shock troopers and the mortars and the lights. It's all a bunch of BS, is what it is. So we've made it there. I'm actually not expecting to do well in this. There are a couple of strategies that I've seen for this that are, you know, hey, let's just do it as quickly as possible and just run through. And I don't know how they did that without dying. Like, honestly, it looks impossible in a good number of ways. So there's a good chance that I'm going to just completely screw up this. But I'm going to get to a certain point, and then I'm going to save it and then see if we can, you know, do well there. So at the end of each turn, the mortar will... At the end of the enemy's next phase, the mortar will fire. So there's a mortar there, which means we have to...
Here we go.
Get through that section. And then we come up here, and this is going to tell us about the searchlights.
What do you figure will happen if they see us?
They'll radio our location to the mortars, and we'll see them land a whole lot closer.
Not high on my list of good things. We'd better keep our heads down out here.
So now is when it becomes Metal Gear Solid, because now we have to not trigger the searchlights. These are not fun.
Hostile sighted!
At all. Alright, well, I just triggered
Gotta
that.
love nature.
So, hopefully, Welkin is out of range of the mortar. No, he is not. He is... yeah, so that's Welkin dying.
Ready to go.
Unless I move Welkin forward.
Enemy sighted.
And this is where it got
love
really
nature.
weird, because I'm like, okay, how does that work? So, now, my entire strategy is completely thrown off. I have no idea what is going to happen now. So I should probably move Alicia up a little bit, shouldn't I? You know, just a little bit. I can move her up here. We can crawl, but that doesn't mean you are undetectable. Especially if the enemies already see you. So, it's a whole lot of BS in this fight. Like, if we at least didn't have the defense down effect every time we were shot at, it would be different. It would be manageable, is what it would be. Alright, so Alicia should be fine. Welkin's fine. They're both out of mortar range. So the enemies are going to move. And I don't know where they're going to move to, but gonna see how this plays out. Because I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm fully expecting to lose this fight. Alright, so first mortar. And second mortar. Alright, so now let's see what we can... And, of course, I have to move Welkin because he is within the mortar range. So let's do that. And
I love nature.
Welkin has made it to the end point. And we don't really need to do anything else with Welkin. So now let's just see if we can get Alicia, who is
My turn, okay?
nowhere near where she needs to be. Alright. Let's avoid what we can. And I don't think we're going to be able to make it the same way that Welkin just did. But we never know.
Enemy sighted!
Yeah, see, it's that sucks. Alright. I apparently can't go that way, so we gotta go that way. And I'm just gonna end there. I could move a little bit farther, but I really have a feeling moving up is gonna just walk me right into their I have no idea where they're going. But I'm hoping that I can sneak through the same way that Welkin just did. So. And that mortar is done. So once the mortar goes off, you know it's your turn. Alright. Alright. That mortar's going off. So now we got 4 CP. We might be able to get Alicia
My
in.
turn, okay?
And there's one mortar, but that's fine. We can just keep moving forward. Except probably not. She is moving really, really slowly.
Enemy unit spotted!
Alright. Alright, yeah, I can't do that. Let's just hurry up. Alright, another mortar. Come on, stop shooting Alicia. Alright, we're gonna get her over here. And we're gonna use some Ragnade. Which you'd think Ragnade would help, you know, with, sprained ankles. But apparently not. Apparently it only helps with bullet wounds. Alright, so we've got
Moving out!
a lot of mortars. Alright, let's try to avoid causing any more mortars to pop up, shall we? And we'll go through the landmines. And again with some Ragnade, just to make sure that we get it done. And I don't quite think... Well, I mean, we can get her out of that mortar range, because we're almost done with that. So, it's just going to be a matter of... Can we keep her alive? Oh, we've got this. Because we've got one more CP. I don't think that's actually going to be enough to get her close enough to it. Please, 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 please. No! Alright, well, she's fine. So, that's all we can do, but she's in a safe place. The mortars will go off. We can get her there next round. And that's actually going to be kind of impressive if we do that, because I was not expecting to survive. I don't know what they're doing, but hopefully they're staying within range of those mortars and that they just die. They're probably not staying within range of the mortar. I don't know what they're doing. They're just kind of circling around and around and around. Alright, so one mortar. Second mortar. And... third mortar. Nope, no one died in it. Oh well. Alright, and that's where another mortar's gonna go. Oh, actually no, someone did die in that, because there's an X there. someone died in there and more. Okay? Friendly fire sucks. Alright.
Pull it together.
So we've made it. Operation complete. This succeeded. Oh, that's brilliant.
Phew. We should be safe here, at least for a little while. Let's look for a spot where we can rest.
Right. It's too dark to cover much ground even if we tried.
Fantastic. And a B rank. Not terrible. If we'd done it in one more turn, it would have been an A rank. But, you know, I'm kind of okay with a B rank on that one. You know? I'm okay with that. That is perfectly acceptable. And now we're going to save it so we don't have to deal with that again.
Who'd build a cottage way out here? Not that I'm complaining or anything. How's your ankle holding up? Sorry to make you walk so far on it.
No, it's not too bad. Don't worry.
That's good. Still, let's get an herbal compress on it just in case.
It just figures you'd know about herbs, Welkin.
Well, this here is called Aloe severa. It's a succulent in the lily family. There's a jelly substance inside its leaves that helps combat swelling.
I should start calling you Dr. Nature. Very well, Doc. I entrust my ankle's care to you.
All right, that should do it. How's it feel? A little weird?
No, it's nice and cool. Thanks, Doc.
I'm just glad we found something to help you. The pain should ease with time, too.
So, Welkin, what got you interested in nature to start with?
Well, I don't know. I guess it had a lot to do with my dad's influence.
General Gunther's?
Yeah. Whenever he came home, we'd take a trip collecting bugs in the mountains or swimming. Somewhere along the way, going on those trips turned into a love of nature for me, too.
The General out collecting bugs? That's unexpected.
Maybe so. I guess other people see him as a big, stoic military hero. He had his own share of worries, though.
Yeah?
My mom died as a casualty of the First European War. I don't think Dad ever got over the fact that he couldn't protect her. but everybody else was always praising him for being a great hero. The war won him respect and adulation, but it also cost him the love of his life. I think that always weighed on him, that question of what he fought the war for.
I had no idea.
But when he was out in the woods playing with me, he was always so bright and happy. Maybe I fell in love with nature because it always put the smile back on my dad's face.
Oh, Welkin.
And we learn a little bit more about Welkin and General Gunther. And there's a cabin in the woods, which starts off always a bad thing. Alright, so I'm actually going to go ahead and save it here, and we'll end this episode, because we've got another fight coming up that's also just a modicum of dick. So I'll see you guys in the next installment. Until then, later everyone.